Who is Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and why wasn't he playing all? Sometimes, it pays to wait and watch, biding your time until you can show the world just what you can do. For Tua Tagovailoa, his chance came on college football's biggest stage, when Alabama coach Nick Saban decided at halftime to replace quarterback Jalen Hurts with his freshman from Hawaii, a guy who had been offered a scholarship only after Jake Fromm flipped his commitment to Georgia. It was a wild ride from there, with Tagovailoa completing one of the best game-winning passes in a college football game since Doug Flutie as the Crimson Tide won in overtime. But the glory of that 41-yard touchdown pass came after an ugly moment in which he took a sack. Tua probably couldn't have thrown that pass if I could have gotten a hold of him after the sack, Saban said afterward, but I couldn't get out there fast enough. The legend of Tagovailoa was years in the making, of course, and has roots in Polynesia, with a nod to Marcus Mariota, the Heisman winner 3 years ago. To the Polynesian community, I hope and pray that this is only the beginning, Mariota said as he accepted the award that night. Young poly athletes everywhere, you should take this as motivation, and dream big and strive for greatness. Tagovailoa had played only sparingly as a freshman, but Saban turned to him with the tie down 13-0 at halftime and he threw 2 touchdown passes, along with an interception. He completed 14 of 26 passes for 166 yards and left everyone wondering why Saban hadn't turned to him before. We've had this in our mind that if we were struggling offensively, that we would give to an opportunity, even in the last game, Saban said. No disrespect to Jalen, but the real thought was, they came into the game thinking we were going to run the ball and be able to run quarterback runs, which we made a couple of explosive plays on. But with the absence of a passing game and being able to make explosive plays and being able to convert on third down, I didn't feel we could run the ball well enough, and I thought Tua would give us a better chance and a spark, which he certainly did. But those opportunities came mostly in garbage time of blowout wins, even though Tagovailoa carried a rep as the next great Hawaiian. His roots, though, go deeper than Mariota, whose Tennessee Titans will play the New England Patriots in the NFL playoffs Saturday. This live sequence of sack to Saban freaking out to Jalen Hurts to Tua looking off a safety and firing a GW touchdown is incredible. pic.twitter.com/MWN2J8BAGD, Tyler Dunn, @TyDunn. January 9, 2018 Tagovailoa's parents, Diane and Galu, told that Tuanigamanula, the oldest of their 4 kids, slept as a child with a football in his arm. He was regularly scolded at his grandparents' home for playing catch during prayers and, of course, he broke screens as he worked on his arm strength and accuracy, but managed not to break windows, thanks to his receivers. His paternal grandfather, Sue, is the one who predicted football stardom and went over every game with his grandson. Sue died of pneumonia in 2014, but his vision lived on. This is big for our family, Galu says. My dad's dream was to see this. He saw Tua's talent and prayed for it. Tua Tagovailoa, also an amazing singer, via @Coach Brent Key, pic.twitter.com/Zy53PKNSBR, Sports Illustrated. @Sino, January 9, 2018 As a highly recruited senior, Tagovailoa seemed more likely to end up at USC, but found a comfort zone in Tuscaloosa. God, thank you. #National Champions #Roll Tide, Tua Tagovailoa, @2MN_, January 9, 2018 You can't really lose yourself if you're a kid from Hawaii going to Alabama, Tua said, via SEC Country. Things down here in Hawaii are similar to Alabama. We go to church every Sunday. People are treated like family there just like here. There are many similarities there and you want to be somewhere that feels like home and that's what Alabama feels like. During the season, the lefty quarterback found himself playing in mop-up duty, with mixed results. Against Tennessee, for instance, he gave up a pick-6 for the Vols' only score. You probably don't know Tua very well, Saban said in October, but he says thank you and apologizes for everything, and he was apologizing for that. He went on to complete 5 of his next 7 passes for 106 yards and a touchdown. He felt bad. Any player would, Saban said. We stuck with him so he could see that we had confidence in him. Read more from the Post. Tua Tagovailoa leads Alabama to another national title in overtime. Jalen Hurts remains a winner. Georgia's blown lead inspires Falcons comparisons. Marcus Mariota inspires Hawaiians with Heisman and off the field.